By sunrise, the first of our allies began to arrive. A horn sounded from Berg's western gate. A lone figure marched through. It was the Truth Keeper. He looked a bit less twisted than before, and he waved cheerfully.
I answered honestly, all the way here.
One of his arms suddenly stretched out another few inches.
Apart from when the innkeeper asked if I enjoyed his stew.
A second horn echoed. Greg arrived next. The giant elf staggered through the gate, beneath an enormous mountain of supplies strapped to his back. Shouts out he brings weapons. He proudly drops the bundle onto the ground. Dozens of frying pans, fishing nets, umbrellas, an accordion, and a spoon the size of a shovel spilled across the road. I frowned. Greg, come on mate, where's the weapons? And he scratched his head. Said under all this. All the townsfolk just sighed. Another horn goes off. From the north came the grotesque little creatures we'd met near the start of the journey. They marched in perfect formation, all 3 foot of them. Their tiny spears bobbed around proudly as they sang in rhyme. A child beside me whispered, "They're adorable." One of the creatures glares at him.
We'll stab your knees with perfect ease.
The child slowly hid behind his mother. More arrivals followed. The gnome marched in confidently, looking almost 2 inches taller, thanks to his magical insoles. "I can finally reach high shelves!" Bert applauded. The gnome bowed proudly. Even Tart came drifting back. Not walking, actually drifting. He fashioned himself a parachute from old bed sheets after finally landing in a different mountain range, shouting out that he bought snacks for everyone. And everyone looks at each other and takes a step backwards. "Nah, thanks mate, you're alright." The town square slowly filled with every oddball, misfit and walking disaster that I'd met on the journey. I looked around proudly. We've actually got an army. The captain of Berg's guard looked over the crowd. They looked at me. "This? Yeah? This is your army?" "Yeah, what's your issue?" The captain watched as Greg accidentally sat on one of the little creatures. The truth keeper apologised to a chicken. Tart offered a guard some lightly seasoned traveller. The stomach face called Bert ugly. Bert laughed. The captain slowly removed his helmet. "I think we're doomed." "Fuck off, doomed, cunt." Around him, several townsfolk quietly lowered their swords. One man sat down against the wall. Another one muttered, "What's the point?" A woman laid down her bow, saying we can't win. Hope was just disappearing. I looked around. They were right. This weren't an army. This was a collection of the strangest people I'd ever met. I had no idea what to say. Then Bert's stomach elbowed us.
Go on.
What? What do you want me to do?
Talk. They need a hero.
Yeah, look, I'm not very good at speeches, man.
Neither are they. They're not looking for the perfect leader. They're looking for someone who still believes.
Yeah, but I don't believe, mate. I know we're fucked.
Well, just lie then. Please. Please don't lie. Fine. Then tell him the truth.
What's the truth?
Well, the truth is, every single fool standing in this square chose to come back. No reward, no promise of victory. They came back because one useless British bloke helped them when no one else would.
I looked around the square. At Greg, the truth keeper, the gnome, Tart, Bert. Each of them answered the call. The stomach nudged me again.
They followed you. Now, give Berg a reason to follow you too.
Every eye in the town slowly turned towards me. Right. I stepped forward. I really hoped I could think of something inspiring before opening my mouth.